Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. You look at Dallas.
And over the course of the season, they'll see these guys 4 times, and they've already dropped the first game. So this is a get-back game. I think confidence-wise, they need to get the win here.
Well, I think the tendency a lot of times is to do something different the next time you see a team. But I just say keep playing to your strengths. That's really your best shot.
On paper, this game looks one-sided, GA, but you never know in the NBA, do you? As they say, anything can happen.
Yeah, I mean, just so much talent in the league. If one or two guys get hot, this could end up being an upset. The difference between good teams and bad is razor thin.
Now, that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
A shot by Holiday, nobody around. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway.
And you have to be right up on Holiday. When you're not, he's ready to take those quick shots. And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Now here is Hardaway. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
Talk about a fast start, 4 for 4 right out of the gate.
Here's Yao. 4-point game. Kick by Yao. Banchero up top. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
And Ming is mammoth in terms of his size, exceptional at using it to snare those offensive rebounds.
And in 2028, Cleveland poised, GA, to welcome the WNBA 16th franchise.
Reviving the name and branding of the Cleveland Rockers, one of the W's inaugural teams that folded back in 2003, soon back on the stage after a quarter-century hiatus.
And if you want athletic ability, then look no further. Hardaway with a stylish game.
Back to Banchero. It's rebounded by Dallas. Outside Hardaway. On the wing, Williams. Pass to Lucas. Now here is Hardaway. Back to Lucas. 5 on the clock. Off target on the 15-footer. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
A bit ago, Jason Kidd and I were able to chat. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense, but he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Ant's defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back to you, Kevin.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
And that's a terrific sequence at both ends there. There was the block shot, then the run out, a nice finish on the break.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Here's Banchero. Rebound, Camby.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Here's the break. On the wing, Holiday. Back to Camby. And slam dunk by Camby.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
And a terrific ball handler for his size. Banchero will put it on the floor and make a play.
And so it's Dallas with it. The Cavaliers making the shot. The three. Williams can't hit. The Cavaliers trailing. Growing up in Arizona, Jalen Williams, Jim, was not an elite prospect.
Well, most stars in this league were blue-chip recruits coming out of high school. But, Kevin, not Williams. He spent 3 years in college developing his game, and he has worked his way into an all-star.
And Vince Carter with the slam.
And that's what Carter does best, knifing his way inside so he can finish with the easy slam.
Well, that could take him off the floor. Not what he wanted right there. 2 fouls in the first quarter.
Inside, Campbell. It's rebounded by Donaldson.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Back to Edwards. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Wagner outside. Pass to Campbell. Here's Petrovic. Hits it from three-point range.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Yeah, it's been a close matchup, which we expected, and this could very well come down to some big shots at the end.
And finished off by Wagner.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Mavericks lead by 2. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
And I like how they've played defense, turning turnovers into points. Those are huge.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Pass to Petrovic. Clock at 6. 14 feet away. The Cavaliers pull it in. Hill with it. Yes, and it's Ellis picking up the assist. Hill's got his first points of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Takes it inside. Chalk up 2 there. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Guys, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Out to the right wing. To the middle. Here's Petrovic. And Ellis with the block. Now, here is Hill. Pass to Wicks. And Hill has it in the corner. Here's the pick. Lets it go from the wing. No dice on the putback jam. Dallas leading by 3. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's Petrovic. Picked by Bargnani. It's tipped. It's picked off. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
Johnson Petrovic, shooting 1.
And the free throw, no good. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could do without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Ming. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. To the paint. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Here's Yao. It's hauled in by Michael Porter.
Now, that was a breakdown defensively, but he couldn't take advantage.
And finished off by Porter.
He just jumps so fast. I mean, give Porter a chance to dunk, and he doesn't think twice about it.
And there's another turnover by the Cavaliers.
Yeah, he was surprised by that. I don't think he knew the pass was for him.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's ready to talk things through with them. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Mavericks leading by 7. Now Nembhard.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Third team foul.
Nembhard with it. Here's Porter. Misses the one-handed jam. The Cavaliers trail by 7, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine.
Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness, but you've got to be smarter. That's a low percentage pass.
Pass to Yao. Here's Wicks.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Hardaway. Uzi with the rebound. Here's Smith. And J.R. Smith with the slam.
Assist one.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Unzone. Here's Lucas. Now Williams. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Back to Edwards. Carter right side. Out to Edwards. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Clock is at 3. And finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. And that one misses. The Mavericks leading. Here's Camby. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
There's a screen by Porter. And Holiday has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. Launches it. Cavaliers with the rebound. 24 seconds left in the first half. Here's Guerin. And another miss by Cleveland. And here's Holiday. Here's Porter. And finished off by Porter.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Hardaway with the steal. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. The Mavericks on top. They're up by 4. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Dallas leading by 4. On the wing, Holiday. Offline with his 3.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And it's Carter missing. Now the Mavericks with it. And following this game, they'll challenge the Grizzlies on the road at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. Back to Lucas. 5 to shoot. The 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
First team foul.
For 3, Edwards. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a 3-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
Here's Williams. And Williams with the stuff.
Yeah, nice job that time by Williams, finding a way to get to the rim and finishing with a dunk.
It's Carter, high post. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Finds himself wide open and drills it.
They finally got one to go, but not until they missed 3 straight to start the second half.
No good from Lucas. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Carter, that's good. Carter's got 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Outside Williams. Pass to Campbell. On the wing, Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Here's Lucas. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Lucas has got his first basket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Great at jumping into action on these plays, saving that possession for his team.
To the inside. And slam dunk by Camby.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Pass to Lucas. On the wing, Holiday. Now Camby. And slam dunk by Camby.
Man, Holiday puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Often it's with his scoring, but right there, making a play for someone else.
Guerin, no good. And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset, get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
Both teams will make substitutions. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's McMillan. He has 5. Pass to Petrovic. Launches a 3. Rebound by Yao. The Cavaliers trail by 8. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Off with the layup. And so here is Dallas. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Here's Petrovic. Trains the three-pointer. Petrovic has got the lead up to 11 now for the man.
And right there is the difficulty in defending Petrovic. He can burn you from deep as well as off the dribble.
1:19 left in the third. Wicks. They can't stop the run with that one. Mavericks leading by 11. Pass to Porter. Here's Petrovic. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Yao.
Well, he's not having as much success shooting the ball early as he wanted, but so far, it's not hurting their team performance. Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Pass to Petrovic. Fires the 3.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Back to Ellis. Cleveland moving it around. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
30 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Yao. Pass to Hughes. 6 on the shot clock. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
A play like that can absolutely take the wind out of your sails. Just a tough break.
Here's McMillan. He's got 5. Here's Petrovic. Buries the long-range jumper. Petrovic has got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for the Mavs. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Mavericks lead by 12. And work. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so here's Cleveland, a 12-point game. Here's Hughes. It's rebounded by Bargnani. Here's Petrovic. Down low. Here's Unseld. Bargnani from long range.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And J.R. Smith with the slam.
And love the pass from Hill right there. A true team player.
Lowry drawing the double team. Here's Petrovic. Shot clock at 5. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And Hill has it in the corner. On deep. Mavericks with the rebound. Here's Petrovic. Pass to Bargnani. Here's Petrovic. Covered by Smith. And that one's good by Petrovic. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
After a rough first half, it's good to see him start to put the pieces together here.
Tries the spin move. Yeah. Converts after the nice spin.
And you got to appreciate the skill set Ming brings to the table. Knows no one can match up against him and simply lofting these inside shots up and in.
Here's Petrovic. Pass to Unseld. From past the arc. Rebound by Yao Ming. The Cavaliers trail by 10. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
And he commits the intentional foul.
First team.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pass to Unseld. Back to Williams. Here's Unseld. To the paint. And that one is hammered home.
And guys, I'm starting to be concerned that the rim ain't going to survive some of these Unseld jams. There's just so much power to his game.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
And Holiday has it in the corner. Off target from three-point range.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Buries it from three-point range.
Oh, nice read there from Edwards. He's all for sharing the wealth. Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Now Williams. It's good. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And they also deserve a lot of credit for getting points off turnovers. Their hustle has allowed them to take advantage of those opportunities.
Wow, that is a strong move there to go in for the dunk. And just a soft-spoken guy. Lucas really lets his production do the talking, whether it be shooting, passing, or rebounding. The guy is the complete package. And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
And it's why every team in this league now looks to run. The numbers say you have an advantage.
Lucas looking for an opening. Takes the three. Trying again. And he got it. Nice execution on the layup.
When you're trying to claw your way back into a game, you cannot allow second chance opportunities.
Well, it's nearly impossible to chip away at a lead if you're giving up offensive rebounds.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Holiday outside. Jacks up a three. And down goes the three.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
It's stolen by Banchero. Here's Edwards. Now Banchero. He finishes with a one-handed dunk.
And Banchero is putting it all together, capable of scoring from all three levels.
Williams can't connect from long distance.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Carter fires. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Obviously, Vince Carter's ability to defy gravity is eye-catching. But everything else he does on the floor, equally as important. He is a complete player.
And here are the Mavericks now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Wagner, and it's sent back by Carter.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
And they go to the intentional foul.
14 foul.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss.
2 shots.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Outside Edwards.
Richie Guerra. Assistant, Anthony Edwards.
It's stolen by Edwards. Shoots the three. The putback. Great determination, but can't put it back in. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.